but for most people, success is all about the money, which is fucking stupid.
Very.
I was actually talking to Vicky about this morning on a call. And I think often a lot of people, they surround themselves with stuff, whether it's money, big house, big car, all that kind of stuff. I think they surround themselves with these things. And I think you can surround yourself with reputation as well. So you get these influencers with their massive fucking followers and stuff. They surround themselves with this stuff because they themselves are weak. And it's almost like a shield protection. Look at me, what I've got. Look how successful. I must be something because of all this stuff I own. I find that quite, and I see people posting about they're going to make all this money. And I think, well, what if you don't? And before I just gave up on this kind of thing, I would sometimes ask, well, what if you don't? Oh, I will. It's guaranteed. I'll reach my goals. Well, actually, no, you don't know that. You cannot. You are not in control of that at all. And you will be destroyed if you don't reach your goal. And even if you do, you still find you're unhappy because you must be to be so fucking surrounding yourself with all this stuff. What you do there? What the guy did, I said a few weeks ago, blew his fucking brains out outside his wife's place of work because he'd done everything he wanted to do in life. Yeah, pretty fucking stupid. They had a hell of a headache the next day.
He did. It's like the people that are they're typically my age. If they're older, they're already a lost cause. Typically younger as well. That they say the similar things. You know, it's a guarantee I'm going to make all this money, and their inspiration in life is The Wolf of Wall Street. And it's like you couldn't pick a worse film for you to be trying to. Yes, by stealing.
Yeah, and he was a junkie.
He was a junkie.
I mean, don't get me wrong, the book is brilliant. I'm not saying the
film's brilliant. The film's brilliant. I haven't read the book, but the film's fucking brilliant. But you should not want to aspire to that.
Well, I should, but I certainly wouldn't. Look. I mean, another person
to achieve money in those means. You know,
it certainly wouldn't do for me. But look at say Britney Spears, who's come about her money honestly. Look how fucked up she is, and how fucked up her life has been.
Kerry Katona.
Who? No idea who she is.
Oh God, just some reality TV dickhead.
Oh right, I just don't get it. And I remember one of my old clients saying to me, he thought I was, you know who I'm talking about. I was unambitious, and then when we fell out at some point, he would try to take a dig at me by saying I wouldn't now take advice from anyone who has less money in the bank account than I do, which makes no sense. Because if your goal isn't to make loads of money, then why would you measure someone by this? A bit like, say, a tennis coach who would say teach John McEnroe and Bjorn Borg, and I'm showing my age. Well, they might be accomplished tennis players, but they weren't world class. But they were world class tennis teachers and coaches. You know, in the same way.
It's like in boxing, MMA.
Yeah. And in the same way, I don't have to run a fucking multi-million-pound business to be able to look at a multi-million-pound business owner and say, the way you're doing this is really stupid. We just have different goals in life. I wouldn't want a business with 150 people in it. You know, I can't.
No, you couldn't think of anything worse.
So for me, one of the best definitions of success I ever heard, and it's the one I use as my own working definition, came from Earl Nightingale. If you're listening to this and you've never heard of Earl Nightingale, you are not serious about personal development, because he was the granddaddy of them all. Pretty much everything that anyone's ever done, all these top people, Tony Robbins, Jim Rohn, Wayne Dwyer, all those people, they all have their roots in Earl Nightingale. And his definition was success is the progressive realization of a worthy goal, where worthy is worthy of you. So, for instance, you might say you want to build the world's biggest drug empire, and that would, you know, as in illegal drug, cocaine, heroin, stuff, drug cartel, that would be successful. Well, maybe, but it's not really a worthy goal, is it? Having an organization which sells a product which is intended to enslave and kill people, and then to enforce your own rules by killing people. That's not really a worthy goal. Not by any recognizable moral framework most people would subscribe to. So for us, our success is to grow our business. Now, here's the thing: you are in control of that progressive realization, because it's tied to your actions day by day. Get up in the morning, do the fucking work, get a result. It's not predicated on reaching a goal. It's predicated on the progressive realization of that goal. Well, that's within your control. Reaching the goal is not. You know, I suspect very strongly. I've got no evidence to say this, and I did know his wife, well, his widow for a while, Diana. I spoke to her about this, but she never confirmed it. And that was, I suspect Earl probably read a lot of Stoicism. He certainly read. He was very well read, and widely read. To think he hadn't read Seneca and Epictetus and the rest is unrealistic, to say the least.